All right, so like I said, today's meeting the topic for today is hope for the entrepreneurs. Hope for the entrepreneurs, that is the topic for today, okay? The truth is this, all entrepreneurs, not just network marketing, some people get into network marketing and they feel like we're doing something else. We're still entrepreneurs. All of us are entrepreneurs, right? All of us, every single one of us. The challenges you meet in one thing is the challenge you meet in another type of business. The challenges in one type of business is the same type of challenges you meet in another type of business, right? So today I'm going to be offering hope for entrepreneurs, and I hope today that you gain wisdom, you gain motivation, you gain the inner drive, because the truth is, if you're not driven within, anything anybody's saying to you is a waste of effort, is a waste of time. Okay, so first of all, let's proceed by saying, unfortunately, for most people who are not entrepreneurs, the future belongs to entrepreneurs. That's the truth. That's the absolute truth. The future belongs to entrepreneurs. Unfortunately, for people who look at entrepreneurs and feel like, I beg, the future can't belong to them. It belongs to us. The people who are driven to be entrepreneurs, the future belongs to us, because we're the ones who are steering the future wherever we want to steer it to. It doesn't belong to people who are lily-livered at all. The men who built America were the ones we're not the ones, who were on the field. It's not the ones who were on the field or the ones employed to work in the factories or the mines. It's not those ones. These were not the ones who built America. Today, I'm sure for those of you that have watched the men that built America, please take your time and watch that video. It's on YouTube. I've been looking for part 2. For those of you that have part 2, please, I would like to see part 2. I watched it about 4 or 5 years ago, and it was mind blowing. I saw part 1 and 2. I've been looking for part 2 right now, and I've not found it. I've watched part 1 recently, but I've been looking for part 2. For anyone of you that sees part 2, please send it to me, okay? So you need to watch that video. You need to see how brutal and ruthless entrepreneurs of that time were. These guys were brutal. I don't know. You step on them, you try to step on them, they finish you. You can't even exist. You can't even exist unless you're ruthless like them as well, right? So it wasn't when you watch that video, you would see that the real men who built America were not the ones who were working in the mines, were not the ones who were working in the factories, the ones who were killing themselves, almost dying every day, as a result of the stress, all the hard work they had to do. They are not even the real men that built America. The real men that built America were the entrepreneurs who saw the world where it should be going, and then they steered it there. These are the ones. We don't hear the names of the workers, the employed of that time. We don't hear them. Nobody hears. The videos we watch, no name has come out of it. The best worker, none. You won't even see it on Google. The person who worked hard the most, the person who used to return very late to his children because he worked so hard at the mines, nobody remembers them. None of them. But every day, almost every day, we hear the names of the likes of John Rockefeller, Cornelius Vanderbilt, Andrew Carnegie, Henry Ford, and JP Morgan. We hear these guys' names almost every day. These guys are celebrated every day, every single day. Every single day. Nobody hears the names of other people. Who are the people who are being celebrated every single day? The entrepreneurs. The entrepreneurs. These are the people who are being celebrated every day. Now, what qualities did these men possess? Let's talk about the qualities. Sorry about the spelling of possess there. Let's talk about the qualities the men, possess. But before we do that, I want us to watch one video before we proceed. It's just going to be like a short clip from. For those of you that have watched, this is going to be like a recap for you. For those of you that have not watched it, please go and watch it. Trust me, you need to go and watch it. If you haven't watched it, go and watch it. That video is mind-blowing. We played it in Abuja office, and I'm sure nobody slept that night. I'm sure they did not sleep well that night. Okay, so let me know if you can hear and you can see. So can you people hear? Can you people see? Yes, yes, yes. If you can hear, no, if you can't hear, so I can adjust. Can you guys hear? Fantastic, fantastic. Okay.
Most everyone who we call these titans, namely from John D. Rockefeller, Carnegie, J.P. Morgan, Thomas Edison, they all have one thing in common. They all were of a view that put them in charge and they would solve the problems.
I think they believed in something big. When you get a Carnegie and he's trying to put together a giant steel company, it takes a tremendous leap of faith to believe that if you created all this product, someone would want it.
But I think that's true with all the great entrepreneurs, the Vanderbilts and the Fords and the Edisons. It was a mix of believing in an idea and believing that the forces were converging to make that idea possible, to give it lift, to give it life.
They saw a bigger picture than most people saw, and were willing to put together things and capitalize on it, knowing
Like I said earlier, those guys are brutal. those guys are brutal. You need to, sorry. You need to go and watch it. Take your time and watch it so that probably you would understand. So I'm trying to share my video, but I don't know why it's not listing my slide. Let me try again. So sorry. I think Zoom is becoming problematic. Okay, all right, it's fine. So let's discuss some of the qualities that these guys had, right? Number one is they understood that the bigger the risk, the bigger the reward. Some of you at the sight of risk, you start running, you're scared. These guys, they hardened their hearts to failures. They as in hard, so hard. That's why they failed. That's why I keep telling you guys, no successful person is going to tell you, I tried one thing and it worked, and boom, I'm successful, I'm wealthy, controlling, lots of money. It's not possible. I've not seen anybody share that kind of story. The bigger the risk, the bigger the reward. If you see the kind of risk these guys were taking, the kind of money that was pouring in, the kind of decisions they were making, The lily livered cannot make such decisions. The kind of decisions these guys were making. And then you tell someone to come into our business with just 44,000 naira, and then they're making it look like it's their liver they're coming in with. The bigger the risk, the bigger the reward. The bigger the risk you're willing to take, even within our business, the bigger the reward. Number two, if you want to get rich, you must be driven. You must be driven. Sorry about that. You must be driven and come up with something the whole world needs. These guys are very innovative, and they don't wait around looking for who to motivate them. They're always thinking constantly, bringing up with so many beautiful ideas. You must be driven, if you want to get rich, if you want to be wealthy. These are the qualities these guys possessed. They are so driven. They're not waiting around for somebody to motivate them. Tell them, wake up in the morning, no, I have time to do this, so I have to do this. No. They're not. Instead, they're the ones that are so driven that they are driving others, motivating others. The next one is that they understood what they were in for. And then they came in with all they had. I keep giving you guys, painting this picture. Please, can someone post in the beginners classes 3, 4, and then in the beginners classes 3, 4, and 5 about Super Monday Cell Meeting as well, okay? I keep giving you guys this analogy. Let's imagine that imagine for a second that you were put in Sambisa Forest to fight to fight Boko Haram, yeah? You were put there. And then they give some other people gun to fight with, and then they give you stick to fight with. You could just tell them, see, just shoot me, let me just die. Instead of, going through the mental stress of being the field, just shoot me, let me just die. That's what some of you say. They give you, others are with gun. The people in Sambisa, what's it called again? The Boko Haram, they are coming in with AK-47, big, huge guns, and then they are giving you stick to fight with. That's what's happening in entrepreneurship. Some people come into entrepreneurship and they do not understand that it's a battlefield. You have to fight. You have to fight. You have to fight. The people who are on top of the food chain today, who are they? I mean, the animals, the ones who are vicious. These are the ones. The ones at the lower levels are the ones that can't fight. They are not strong enough. They understood what they were in for, and they came in with all they had. They shut all their ears to all negativity and focused on the gold. So many of you, small distractions, someone says one negative thing about your business, you quit. Or maybe you're coming around, but you've quit in your heart already. They shut all their ears to every negativity. Do you know how many things they said about these guys? Rockefeller is doing this. Andrew Carnegie is doing that. Do you know how many negative things they said about them? They are using people. They are doing that one. They kept on going. They kept on going. Today we hear their names as if they are just 100 years old. As if we're talking of 18 something. Like how many decades ago? Like 18 something. These guys shut their ears to negativity. That is why we still hear of them today. The people that talked about them, we don't hear about them. We don't even know they existed. Nobody hears about them. I don't know how many of you hear about them. I don't even know them. I don't even know what they look like or what. But look at the men that built America. The ones who shut their ears to negativity and then forged ahead and focused on the goal. They knew what they were doing. Like I said earlier, they hardened their hearts to failure. They knew what they were doing. They knew even the reason why they kept on going is because they knew that even if they failed, it was part of the game. They will re-strategize. I always tell my leaders, if you're a smart, sharp business person, a sharp, smart business person understands that you don't change businesses. What you do is that you change your strategy. Some of you, what you do is that at the face of challenges, you change the business. The founder of Amazon did not change Amazon. He's done Amazon for how many years? Lots of years. And guess what? He didn't stop doing Amazon to jump into another business. What he kept on doing doesn't mean that he has not been facing challenges. He's been facing challenges. What he does is what? He changes strategies. These guys understand that failure is part of the game. I shared this thing on my story. I think I shared it at one of the cell meetings as well. The kind of negativity that came up when Amazon started, when Jeff Bezos started Amazon. People were saying, why would he not create his own products? Why would he be using people's products? Why would he be producing people's products? But guess what, ladies and gentlemen? He did not even hear anything they are saying. Nobody, he didn't even hear anything. Today, the world celebrates Amazon. You want something, even at the peak of pandemic, you can just go online and order something and it's delivered to you. Imagine that there was no Amazon. And of course, Amazon is what encouraged the likes of Jumia and all that. Imagine that these platforms don't exist. Where would be, during the pandemic, how would we get stuff? You want something, how do you get it? They shut their ears to negativity and focused on the gold. How many of you are willing to focus on the gold? How many of you? No matter what the world is saying, no matter what the statistics are saying, no matter what the government is saying, no matter what the exchange rate is saying, inflation and all that, you're willing to do or focus on the gold. How many of you are willing to focus on the gold? Amidst all the challenges, amidst every single thing, how many of you are willing to focus on the gold? The number 5 is what? They left no room to chance. They understand that hope is not a business strategy. They understood that if it was going to be, it was up to them. If they were going to steer the world to a particular level where they had industrialized it, it was up to them. They understood that they took on the responsibility all by themselves. They left no room to chance. They were constantly thinking, oh guys, you guys need to go and watch that video. You need to see how brutal their decisions were, how brutal they were. They don't come and say, I think we should. No, let's do this. They're not laid back. They are driven, proactive. You see the way they are thinking. Some of you, I want to think you've been thinking, using thoughts to kill a beautiful idea. Something happens and they are swift to make decisions, swift. Some of you, you're in the face of, making a crucial decision for your business. You're thinking about it. They will give you 10 years. You're still thinking. You've not done anything. You've been thinking. They say the problem is that people think that they have time. They understood the power of urgency and they applied it to all their decisions. They applied it to every single one of their decisions. Before you know it, they've changed strategy. Before you know it, they've changed strategy. Before you know it, they've changed strategy. Getting better, moving. You guys need to watch that video. You guys need to watch it. They left no room to chance. How many of you are willing to be proactive, to steer your business to the point where it should go? Entrepreneurship is not for the faint-hearted or lily-livered, unfortunately. It is not. Some days you will not feel like it. That's the truth. Oh, if you think all successful people, Dangote, he wakes up very, very early in the morning and he's like, he wakes up by 5, he's like, what a beautiful day. I feel so excited. He's so happy. For waking up so early. You think that's how all of them feel when they wake up very early? That they do it every day doesn't mean that they love it. It doesn't mean that they would not prefer to stay back on that bed and sleep, at least have an extra 1-hour nap. It doesn't mean that they don't prefer that. It doesn't mean that they don't prefer that. Entrepreneurship is not for the faint-hearted. It's not for the lily-livered. That's why I smile when people come in here and say, it's not what I thought. Oh, I thought that's why I want to quit. I don't think I want to continue. That's why I tell you, leave the lily-livered to leave the business. Leave them to leave. You can encourage them, you can try, but the moment you see that, because their negativity can wear you down as well. The moment you see, because it's not for everybody. You don't force entrepreneurship on people. You don't do that. It's not for the lily-livered. It's not for the faint-hearted. It's not. It's not. They're the ones who are going to be working at the factory that nobody hears about. Some days you won't feel like it. These are the people that, those days when they don't feel like it, they won't do it. They wake up in the morning, they don't feel like it. They stay back on the bed. These are not the kind of people who thrive in the entrepreneurial world, who thrive in our world today. These are not the people. You wake up, small challenge, you've quit already on your business. Giving excuses like children. Entrepreneurship is not for the faint-hearted. It's not for the lily-livered. It's not. It is not. Most of the days, you know, you have to wake up and be your biggest cheerleader and motivation. Most of the days, let's say you live for, let's say, for example, you live for 1,000,000 years. Out of that 1,000,000, 900 and something, that's example, 900 and something thousand times, you have to be the one motivating yourself. In case you're, you know, asking someone to motivate you, waiting for someone to motivate you. Oh, my leaders are not even calling me. They are not motivated. You're okay. Keep waiting. Keep waiting. Entrepreneurship, you're not ready. Most of the days you wake up and you have to be your own biggest cheerleader, clapping for yourself, motivating yourself, telling yourself, nobody will see how well you're doing. You have to be the one to wake yourself. You have to be the one to say, you know what, I did well today. Well done, and continue moving. Most of the days, that's what it is. Most of the days, that's what it is. People who are not in this game do not understand the mental work that goes into it, the mental stress that goes into it, the sleepless nights, the kind of decision, the swift decision, the fact that you make those decisions and you're hoping that you don't have to regret the decisions. They don't understand it. All they see is the car, the lifestyle, the beautiful, the Lamborghinis, the private jets. These are the things they see, but they don't see the work, the hard work that goes on that. You may wake up some days and it's all rosy and pouring in. You're getting so much result. People are just signing up. People are just signing up. You're wondering, wow, it's looking like, things are just looking so nice. You're enjoying how it is. Things are pouring in. You're enjoying it. You're so happy. You may wake up some days and it feels like nothing at all is going well. It's part of the game. You may wake up some days, it feels like, no sign up, 2 days, 3 days, no sign up, you're grinding. It's not like the activity stopped though. The activity is still consistent, even more. But guess what? The result is just not commensurate to the effort being put in. You wake up some days and it's part of the game. And it's like that. It happens. You're wondering what is happening. People will doubt your sanity. People will wonder, what is wrong with this person? What is wrong? What is happening to this person? Because they're wondering how no result is coming and you're still pouring yourself into what you're doing. You're still pouring yourself. You're still coming around. You're still pushing. You're still coming for cell meeting. You're still believing. You're still believing. People will doubt your sanity. People will doubt if you've been brainwashed. People are going to think that you've been brainwashed. Everyone around you will struggle to believe in your vision. Everyone. They'll be struggling. I do not understand what this girl is doing. I do not understand what this man is doing. I don't understand what this guy, I don't understand what this person is doing. They don't understand. They'll struggle to believe in your vision. That is why I keep telling people, don't wait around for people to validate what you want to do. Don't wait around. Because you only validate what you understand. And most times for the entrepreneurial journey, most people do not understand it. You're waiting for someone to validate your decision. Most times. Sometimes you may even go to a mentor in quotes. Let me give you an example. Imagine that Ambassador Michael Okoli went to Dangote. Dangote is a huge entrepreneur. He's one of the biggest entrepreneurs of our time right now, right? So imagine that Ambassador Michael Okoli went with the idea of this business to him. This is what I want to do. He may not really buy into it. He may not even really encourage him. That's the truth. He may not even have encouraged him. That is why when God sells the vision to you, it's you who that vision has been sold to. It is only God that can validate it. And then you move with the vision. Some of you are waiting around for someone to motivate you, for someone to validate your decision. That is why you never move forward. When people come here and tell me, my daddy doesn't approve or my mommy doesn't approve, it's not a surprise to me. It's not something that shocks me. I'm so happy that I learned that from Ambassador Michael Okoli at the very beginning of my business. He just explained to me, made me understand. Because I was telling myself, I was wondering why my dad could not just see it. And he just made me understand that he's just protecting because that's the only, he doesn't understand that the world has changed. He doesn't. And that was why That was what, in fact, that made me even fight more to protect what I was doing, because he did not understand. He didn't understand. Imagine that I allowed my business to end then. Everyone will struggle. My mom was struggling to understand what I was doing. Like, is this girl okay? Some days I come back very, very late at night and I'm so stressed. I just go to bed and she's wondering, have you eaten? Have you taken care of? Have you this? Have you that? And in her mind, she's just wondering like, God, what's wrong, my daughter? Is she okay? I'm sure if she could, she would have stopped me. But of course, you know, when you're a moving train, when you know what you want, nobody can stop it. That's why sometimes I laugh at people who quit on their business because their mother said, their father said. I laugh because, yes, I understand that people are struggling to believe in what you're doing. But I know that if you had the willpower, you would protect your vision. If you had the real willpower, you protect your vision. But what would you rather be? Have you ever sat down to ask yourself, what would you rather be? Yes, the challenges are there. It's normal. We understand. People are calling you insane. People are calling you mad. People are calling you whatever it is that they want to call you. They are there. It's normal. It's part of the game. What would you rather be? The one who is at the mercy of others, holds no vision, and no one remembers. Is that what you want to be known for? Is that what you want to be? The one who plays it safe. The one who says job security, idiot. Which one is job security? I'm sorry, I know I can be very harsh sometimes, but how can you even say job security? For a job you cannot pass over to your children, for a job that you can wake up one morning and it's no longer yours. I mean, how can you even call yourself, how can you even say, oh, job security? Some of you that say that, sometimes you just do me as if I should just, like, I don't know, just maybe, you know, reset your mind so that you understand better. You're always, always, always at the mercy of other people. When they say move, you move. Is that the kind of life you want? You hold no vision for your life and no one remembers. Is that what you want? Is that who you want to be? The one who is comfortable in quotes. You will not go out to, you don't want to be more. You don't want to be more than what you currently are. You rather hold on to your meager salary. You rather hold on you rather hold on, you rather just hold on to what you presently have than reach out for more. Be all that you can be. Live life based on your terms. You rather do that. That is why I said entrepreneurship is not for the lily-livered. Or the entrepreneur, the innovators, the ones who are totally in charge of their destiny, just like God wanted. Which one would you rather be? Would you rather be the one who's at the mercy of others, holds no vision, and no one remembers? Or the entrepreneur, the innovator, the one who is totally in charge of his destiny, just like God wanted? Which one would you rather be? And I want you to respond in the chat session. Which one would you rather be? Ask yourself this question and answer it by yourself. You're not here to please anybody. You're not here to please me. You're not here to please me. And your future will remember you and be grateful to the decision that you make today. Which one would you rather be? Just as God wanted, just like Benedicta said. Like I said earlier, it's not going to be easy. It's not going to be easy. It's not going to be easy. Nobody's promising you that it's going to, I'm not even here to come and promise you that it's not even going to be easy. It won't be easy. But it will definitely be worth it. It would definitely, you would not regret making the decision that you made to go all out, to go and, to continue and miss the challenges and miss whatever is happening around you, and miss the negativity and all that, to keep going. What would you rather be? My name is Didi. I am here to dominate. I'm in this world to dominate. Nothing less than this. I am here to dominate. What are you here for? Are you here to be dominated or here to dominate? Are you here to live at the mercy of people or here to dominate? What are you here for? What are you in this world for? Are we going to quickly forget you? Are you here to be forgotten for nothing? Are you going to be remembered for nothing? Are you here to dominate? Are you here to be remembered for your cowardice? To remembered for your comfort in quotes? For not wanting to be more? Is that what you want to be remembered for? Is that what you want your children to remember you for? For the one who didn't try? For the one who didn't push? Or are you here to dominate? What are you here for? What are you in this world for? What exactly are you in this world for? What? I hope you've answered this question yourself. And you're being honest with yourself. All right, so we've come to the end of today's meeting. I hope we learned something today. I hope we've learned something today. Go and take charge of your destinies. Go and take charge of your future. The future, as far as I'm concerned, the future belongs to every single one of us. The fact that you're here in this meeting means that there's something in your heart. There's something that wants to be more. That thing is in you. Is reaching out. Is calling. It's because not everybody has it. Not everybody has it. Not everybody. Unfortunately, not a lot of people are driven. Not a lot of people are driven. Unfortunately, I hope you gained value today. Okay. All right. So I have a few announcements to make.